Hi, it's Mr. Lucason. I'm going to show you a couple things with the Google Calendar from the iPad as opposed to from your desktop today. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to Safari, if that's what you're using, or Chrome, either way. I'll just show you with Safari first. So you're going to open it up, and you're going to want to go to the St. Paul homepage. And if you scroll down, click Google, and I'm already signed in. Once you've used this a few times, you can sign into your browser actually, so it'll take you there automatically. Doesn't show calendar up at the top, so you just need to click on the More button and then Calendar. And what's going to happen is it's going to take you to the mobile view of Google Calendar. Mobile view works. It's not the best view out there, and it's going to be a lot different than what you're used to. We won't do a whole lot with the mobile view, just because desktop view shows everything, and then I'll also show you how to use the actual calendar app in the iPad. So what we'll do first is just go down here to the bottom, click on desktop, and it'll take you to a view that you're more familiar with. It should look just like it does on your computer as soon as it stops flickering there. Okay, so now you have your Google Calendar on your iPad. Desktop view, everything's the same. Everything we talked about in the other video as far as working with the calendar applies the same on here. You just use your finger. Okay. Now, as small as the screen is here and as much information as this normal calendar has, you may want to use a different view. But what I would recommend is actually syncing your calendar to the actual iPad calendar app on your iPad, and I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so what you want to do, go back to the home, click on your settings, and on the left hand side where it says Mail, Contacts, and Calendars, click there. At the top you're going to add an account, and you're going to add your Gmail because that's where the calendar is, and we're going to sync that with our email as well. So you're going to type in your information. Alright, so I jumped ahead. Now you got all the information typed in. Go ahead and hit next. And it's verifying. Got check marks, everything looks good. Now what we want to do, it's asking what things that we want to sync through here. Mail, calendar, and notes. We'll just leave them all on, and I'll show you why here in a second. So go ahead and hit save. And our account has now been added. Okay. So what we can do is if we close this, we go into our calendar. Okay, so we go ahead and open that calendar up, and what I did was I jumped into my calendar as opposed to Pages, since she didn't have anything shared with her, nothing on there, so you can see what it looks like. So hit the calendar button on the top left. Then it's going to show all the calendars that I have, that I'm using. Okay. So personal calendars, shared calendars, they're all going to show up on here. And then if we look at our calendar, everything is in there. It looks similar to our Google Calendar. It's just a little bit easier to use, and we have an app right there on the home screen, so you don't have to go into a browser to get to your calendar. You can always just access it from the home page or from the home screen, however you want to call it. Now, if when you hit calendars, if they're not all showing up there, that's very possible. There's an easy fix for that, and I'll show you real quick now. What you want to do is just go back to Safari and open up a new window here, and you're going to go to the website. It's google.com/calendar/iPhone select. So google.com/calendar/iPhone select, and hit go. And what it's going to do is take you to a website here. It's a mobile version, that's okay, we're not going to be here long. It just shows all of the calendars associated with your Google account, and anyone you have a check mark next to is the one that's going to automatically show up in the Google Calendar, or excuse me, in the calendar app on the iPad that we just set up. So you can pick and choose whichever ones that you want. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and add that one. For some reason it wasn't checked. But you have them all. You pick whichever ones you want. On the bottom right, you hit save. And then you can go ahead and close this. Close all this. And give it a few seconds, maybe a couple minutes. But then everything that you've enabled calendar-wise should show up now in your calendar. And then again up here you have day view, week, month, year, all your different options. If you want to add a new event, you just tap on it. Got a new event, you can make your changes. Pretty simple to use, and again, it just makes it a lot easier than having to go into a browser every time you want to use or you want to check your calendar. So there you go. If you have any questions, get in touch. Thanks.